I talk to a lot of people who were involved with narcissists, and I'm one of them. Whether it's fresh or it's been years, they still can get their head over one question. And this is one of the questions I actually wondered 10 years from my experience with a narcissist. I've read all the articles, watched all the videos, and I'm familiar with everything about them. But what about me? Why did I have to suffer so much? This one experience may have shaken your whole belief system. If you're religious, even more so. It's a complete paradigm shift. You will never be the same. It's a fact. And I was just asking myself, if I had to discover that there are incredibly crappy people in the world, did I really have to get my spirit broken and completely destroyed? Some of us may even have our kids taken away, our homes, our savings. But the ultimate consequence is the spirit broken. This surely cannot be for another life lesson, right? Like, what is the point of knowing there are narcissists out there anyway? Sure, it may help us detect them and avoid them, but this reward for learning that lesson seems so small if we consider the major consequences most of us empaths end up with after a relationship with a narcissist. Like, wow, imagine, I've learned there are crappy people out there. I somehow knew that before, so yeah. Why did I have to suffer so much? What is the ultimate point of my entanglement to a narcissist? This is what I call the empath initiation. You may be encountering narcissists again and again, even years after your first experience with them, and learning everything about them, and knowing everything about them, and knowing all their tricks. But until you make sense of it and how it relates back to you, you may get trapped again. And this actually happened to me. I actually got recovered from my first entanglement with a narcissist and yet again entered the relationship with another one, knowing all the red flags, knowing everything. Like, I had it in the palm of my hand, but I still somehow got myself entrapped. And this is because all the roads lead back to you, to us. We are the point, not them. And the whole point of your suffering and challenges is actually your journey of self-empowerment as an empath. So what I like to explore on this channel is this relationship on how you as an empath are coming into your power via a relationship with a narcissist or narcissists, depending on how long you need to gather this. And my theory is that the narcissist is the ultimate empath shadow. And depending on how extreme of an empath you are, depending on how far you have gone in your encompassing the whole world and feeling for it, this is the strength that your narcissist will show up in your life. Because the point of our human experience is to be whole while building up our power, our personal power. So the initiation is your first major kick in the butt. And I know this is, especially for the people who are fresh, broken up with narcissists, this is something groundbreaking for them, and it may even hurt them for me to say that you should thank your narcissist, but this is actually true. And I would like to reveal you a perspective that may help you not just with your experiences in your personal relationship, but it can give meaning to your life as an empath, because you are so special and you are so valuable to this world that you cannot go about your life not knowing this. So focus on yourself and your own journey rather than what else is out there. You can only control yourself and make the world a better place by focusing on yourself and what it means as it relates to you. And you see, this is the problem. This may sound selfish to you. And this is why you actually encountered the narcissist in the first place, because your goodness and empathy means nothing unless you strengthen yourself, and encountering narcissists helps you do just that. It's just screaming, attention, attention, attention. This is the empath initiation. In this way, you will have both your vision and the means to make it happen. It's a wake-up call. The victimhood after our relationship with a narcissist is just one stage. We have to reframe, and you have to develop further from that. The point is not for you to be in the woe me. The point is to discover what this means for your self-empowerment. Your psyche is a self-regulating mechanism. The goal is not to be good. whatever you perceive that to be, the goal is to be whole. The whole of nature works this way. We have to strike a balance. And if we don't, what is going to show up in our lives is going to be the negative, extreme version of the positive qualities we should develop in ourselves. For example, you will encounter selfish people because you have not developed your ability to say what you want and to assertively, not aggressively, not selfishly, recognize your needs and communicate them to people. And because you're not doing that, you have gone to the extreme, and your subconscious is projecting the negative version of that in the form of narcissist. So a narcissist is just a shadow part of your own strength and warrior mode. If you make it conscious, it can be the light side of you, the light warrior. You can use it to make this world a better place. If you don't, however, it will project itself outside in the form of its negative counterpart, the narcissist. And this doesn't mean they're not real and you won't be encountering them once again. You will, if anything, then just as a test of your newly developed strengths. But this does not mean you took your spirit back and integrated it into a whole. This is the point, and if I'm even a bit right, we are not doing this properly. At least I know for my own part, I did not see the point up until now, and this is why I'm so passionate of sharing this with you. So in this way, we can argue that a narcissist and empaths are two sides of the same coin. But as an empath, you have a much better starting point to develop your self-awareness compared to a narcissist. Will narcissists do the same? That's not your job. Perhaps at some point, but this is not your journey. Focus on yourself. And the way it works from their perspective is that they cannot let themselves be vulnerable in the positive way, in the way that positively connects them to people and builds relationship. This is why they project to you as an empath and see you as something negative, something weak, something wussy. So don't enter there. And I know it's really hard when you're hurting, and this is not the job for you to do when you're in the process of grieving. I mean, you can, and it can make things easier for you to know the point, but this is for people who have already grieved enough, who are just wondering, how could this happen? I'm such a good person. And you are. But the point is, your goodness needs to have the strength, its backbone, and in this way you can take positive action in the world. Become whole, become empowered, become discerning, and you will be unstoppable. This is the empath initiation. If you're with me in this, hit like and subscribe and share this video if you think some fellow empath may benefit from it or they may like it. Click the bell to get notified about my next video, which is going to be about why we're currently experiencing the narcissism epidemic as a collective and what it means for you. And one tip I'll share there may totally transform your perspective on what the heck is happening. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next video.